Welcome back. About to get started here with Bush Check 2 versus Beam Team. I just got to figure out who's what. All right, looks like we got Beam Team up top. Bush Check on bottom. All right, both teams are ready. Beam team's up top. Bush check is on bottom. Get it on. All right, what are these bands? Mega Gary. Mega indeed. Intel. What else we got? Well, it's gonna be Blaziken, but now it's Glaceon. Rio. Well, that's a target band if I've ever seen one. And then Suicune. And the Blue Mons. Oh, the other Blue Mon, Vaporeon. Makes sense. Hey, he's kind of blue. He counts. Ban him too. All right, first pick. On Team Bush, Big Man Blastoise, first pick. Wait, Char-Y isn't legal. I hope they know that. We got Miraidon. I already realized that animal isn't legal. All right, Snorlax and Miraidon. Next two picks. For Bush check. What we got? And we got to support an Eldegoss or Elderglock. And perhaps Mewtwo Y with a Mewtwo X moveset. Or an item set. Back to Beam Team. I just realized why they're called Beam Team, and I think it has something to do with the Miraidon. Could be wrong. So I gotta lock down on Mewtwo X and Hoopa. Last two picks for this orange team. We got Trevenant and Aegislash. Perhaps someone else? Mamo? Oh yeah, that team is front heavy. My gosh. That Mewtwo Y is so protected. But for Bush check, their damage is a little low. Especially since the other team got Venusaur and Rhydon. Yeesh. That's going to be a problem. Beam versus Bush. Auto prep time 20 seconds. Counting down. All right, let's get started here. Well, for Bush Tech, they got a lot of front line. They got Blastoise, they got Mamoswine. They can displace a lot of enemies very easily. On the flip side, for Beam Team, they got a lot of offensive pressure to keep that other team in check. Alright, Venusaur is going to be the jungler here for Beam Team. You know, for Bush Check, it's going to be Aegislash. Let's see what's going on in this top lane. We got Mewtwo and Hoopa versus Squirtle and Eldegoss. Mewtwo secured that? How? And don't forget to press the button. And back to neutral. Down on that bottom lane. A lot of pressure over there on Beam Team. They're getting pushed back to the pad. This lineup is such a good early mon. Very strong early game. Alright, everyone's going back to neutral. Going back to the contested farm. The junglers are about done with their center lane. About to head to different paths. Angelus is heading to bottom, and Ivysaur's heading to top. Snorlax is in danger, but he goes down. That is a huge, huge advantage for Bush Check. You know, top lane it's a little bit more contested, but oh yeah, that Sludge Bomb's gonna be getting an easy secure. It looks like they're gonna push the pad F2 while they're at it. Mewtwo's not level 5, so he can't build Mega and like start bulldozing the enemy team. He's gonna try to get some damage in, but and nothing's. Oh, he missed the thing. Gotta go back. Oh, we got a Mewtwo Y online, but no one to hit it with. Ryan's gonna have to play defensively. He needs to become level 5 to become online. Back here up top, we got a Mewtwo X who's Mega. He's able to now put some real pressure on this pad. Can't get anything done too much. Trying to secure it. He's going Side Strike. And Mewtwo Y invading right here, putting a lot of pressure on Ivysaur. That Sludge Bomb with the special defense drop. This guy is isolated. He's got to get out of here now. That should be a dead Mewtwo Y. Moving on here to Major Drago at 735. Aegislash is looking to secure as the wild whittles down. And there it is. Orange team moving towards the top. It was actually Mewtwo X who got interesting. He's gonna have a lot of fun holding down that pad. Can't stop that score though. Koopa asking for reinforcements. Oh, none's coming through. Big fight for top. It is a 4v3 up here. That's a mismatch. It's about to be a 5v3. Actually, heading Snorlax down. And big Solar Beam. A lot of damage. I don't think Mewtwo X can escape that. And he got slowed down too much. Venusaur has to kind of back up here. Getting surfed out. Very good. Getting Hydro Bumped out. Yeah, he can't contest that right now. He's getting a lot of good damage in. Nail down that bottom lane. Reggie Lakey's almost secured. Yep, getting that Mewtwo's face. Oh, just shy of a kill. Reggie Lakey resets. Back at top lane, we got Eldegoss, Blastoise, and Mamoswine. Guarding as Reggie Ice. They're definitely going to secure this one. Mewtwo Wi-Fi gets a secure on Reggie Lakey. We got this charge beam up, and that's the pressure this team needs. They're gonna let this one go. Makes sense, not everyone's here yet. Get more farm available on the bottom side. Orange team's looking to make a push here. It's a staggered push at best. Yeah, they're going in. Blastoise has already used it. Emma needs to evolve. That should be enough to get him to 9. There we go. Emma ult coming in soon. He's getting shoved around by Snorlax. And they got pushed way back to their home pad. Well, they kind of did what they needed to do, but now man was going to pay the price. Or never mind. Yep, advantage is fully in Orange Team's court. 0 to 184 advantage, Bush check. Snorlax pushing the farm away. He is massively underleveled. He needs level 9 stat. Same for Hoopa and Miraidon. They just gotta focus on some farm. Team fights are gonna be uneventful if this continues. That should be Dunzo Hoopa. There it is. Another nasty Solar Beam. That does so much damage. Mewtwo with the counter ult. Isolating the Mamo. Just not enough damage. Mewtwo beginning to rip on Regirock. Everyone's in position. And that scoop with the Ice Fang. He couldn't push Hoopa because he got stuck on the wall. And secure him. Yep, just secure it. Agreed. This is an easy push, especially with a Surfing Blastoise. That should be a pop pad. A little bit too late, Snorlax. You gotta get out of there. Yep, Bush Tech taking all the farm. It's yours by right of conquest. It looks like they're gonna make another play for the next objective, which is the Regieleki. They can't set a win con, but it's more pressure. And they're competing for all of these Bs. And another Solar Beam trying to get the last hit of the big B. And over here up top, Blastoise all by himself fighting the enemy team. I don't have enough damage to finish the job. Blastoise back on defense. Oh, he's got a Future Sight to carry to get a lot of extra bonus damage. That should be a Dunzo Venusaur. All in the block. Good stuff by Snorlax, but this is very dangerous. It's about to be 2 minutes, and everyone's very underleveled. Especially the Snorlax. He won't be able to take hits like he wants because he's so underleveled. His health's not scaling as it should be. Or as he wants it to be. Bush checking. I believe this team's gonna be looking for some early picks. Going straight for the Miraidon and serving him out of the pad, and there goes the ults. They're gonna ignore the Snorlax. Mewtwo X is separated. He's gonna have to recover it off. He'd make it, but he's gonna have to get out of there. Both attackers down for Beam Team. Oh yeah. Will they rip? Or they're free to rip, but they're gonna have to do another team fight if they go for it. They actually don't even have to rip. They just have to hold for another minute. They definitely have the levels for it. Yep, there goes Snorlax. Yep, there goes Venusaur. And there goes Aegislash next. Yep. There it is. Beat him with overwhelming force. Yep, that should be the game right there. Comeback's not even possible anymore. Getting rid of the farm, getting rid of the ult charges for the other team. Yep, standard procedure. Good stuff on Bush Check. They kept pressing their advantage more as the match went on until finally at 2 minutes was just too much for Beam Team to handle. To 555. MVPs, Purple Fish on the Aegislash. 10 kills, 9 assists. Definitely got some good damage there. And not looking too good for Beam Team. Only one kill for the entire team on the Hoopa. They're definitely going to have to make some major adjustments coming into the next game if they want to stay in the set. Yeah, pretty much once they lost the level feed, it was downhill from there. They weren't able to mount a comeback after that. Bush Tech applied safe pressure. We're on to the next game here. Trying to get some information on who wants to pick first. Waiting on Brocco's choice, first or second pick. We'll get the answer momentarily. All right. Looks like top team's gonna get second pick. Oh, Patty should go to bottom team. All right, Bush Tech with the first pick yet again. Let's see what these bands are this time. Mega Gyarados once again. Who else we got? So far, same bands as before. Same bands as before. Looks like the team has determined it's not so much a character thing, but more of a team issue. First pick goes to Blastoise on demo. Demo on Blastoise. We got Mega Charizard X. That's a strong pick. Let's see how well it's utilized. Well, funny enough, Bush Check took the beaming Pokemon from Beam Team. They took Miraidon. In exchange, what will they do? We got the Perfect Cell on. Let's see here. Buzzwole. Another strong pick. Another way to interact with Blastoise. Last pick's coming here for Bush Check. More frontline is always good. Well, looks like they're going to pick up another brawler in Aegislash once again. Okay. Yep, last pick. They're definitely going to need a defender on that team. And it's going to be Crustle. Game's about to start up here in a few seconds. They got Beam Team as purple and Bush Check as orange. And they're off. Who's going to be jungler this time? I'm guessing it's going to be, yep, Char X. And once again, Aegislash for their jungler. Alright, let's see how this laning phase goes this time. Flag's up there taking space. He got it first secure, looks like. Actually, my bad. Rhino got both secures. There goes Snorlax. Gotta manage that health, buddy. Me on that top lane. Alright, nice secures from Buzzwole. Gotta manage that health, trying to get a show more pressure on Squirtle. Getting more farm. So, Aegislash is heading towards top, and Charmeleon's headed towards the bottom. He got a good fire punch in. That should be a Dunzo Snorlax. Oh yeah, eject for an eject. And he got it! Should be in danger though. Yep, if you don't hit him, he can't take the berry. Good stuff. Turtle get an easy 21 in. He's going to be level 5. He's going to be a War Turtle. Calling for some help here, but that might have been a miss spacing on his move. Alright. Charmander getting good experience. Going to head back to his jungle. Back at top. Squirtle's level 6. He's almost level 7. He's getting good levels. Yep. Water gun that away. Such a good move to control space and farm. Sonic is almost online a little bit at level 5 here. Gonna have access to Heavy Slam. Rage Drag goes up. No one's quite going for it yet. Everyone's farming. Also trying to secure that farm. Got his hands on the War Turtle. Can't quite capitalize off of it yet. Here comes Meg Charizard X. Uh-oh. That Squirtle's in trouble. There he goes. Aegislash with a Regidrago secure. And towards top. Big team fight approaching. A double collide, but there goes Char X. Can't compete with all the shields. Char's being commanding a lot of respect. They're not going to go for the break here just yet. They're going to starve out the other team with experience. Good stuff. Blastoise with a huge serve. A huge serve. Into the corner. And now they're going to overcap. Good, 23 overcap. Alright. Beam Team's gonna have to regroup, get some levels in. Tarzan needs to get to level 9 to actually defend this properly. They're making a 3-man push on top. Another Surf Blastoise. Using the iframes to get a score in, and it walks right in. It looks like they're giving up that pad. They can only score so much since they just scored top. The fight continues at bottom. Now we got Bush Tick definitely with the level lead, but this time Beam Team's not too far behind in levels. But they gotta act fast. They don't want this to slip away from them again. Stars are going for the ult here. Doesn't have enough players on the board to back him up. He's gonna have to remove stuff from this fight or commit to this. Man, there's just too much shields around. And there goes the Miraidon ult. More scores in for Bush Check. Blastoise trying to take some farm here. Yep, there goes Blastoise, still stealing farm. And he broke the goal zone. And they set up win condition. This is very dangerous. Yeah, you're going to have to send more forts towards this. You have to fight for this. This is dire. Here's the Blastoise ult. And Charizard gets comboed. And it walks right in. 378 to 13. Rough. Well, Beam Team's gonna have to look to farm. We still do not have a Hoopa ult. Oy, oy, oy. This is bad. Blastoise holding down top. And it looks like Bush Check is waiting to secure this objective. Try to actually utilize the buff probably later into the game. That and to get vision. Don't really have any points to score with. Beam Team making a play up top. Right now it's just Blastoise and Aegislash. There it is. There's the combo. Good follow-up with the Blastoise from Aegislash. Oh, yeah. They're playing for this top objective. But I doubt they'll rip right away. They're going to let the clock wind down some more, I'm assuming. And there it is. Yep, right around that 220 mark. It looks like blue team's just going to set up at center. They're just going to rip it and then go for it. There goes Crystal ulting, but he's getting shoved away by Snorlax, minimizing the usefulness of that ult. Miraidon's going in with his own ult of his own, getting a pick on Raichu, and then Buzzwole goes down. It just like shredding through. Charge beam on the Crustle. Charizard has to ult now, but he can't get any pick. He's getting stun locked. Yep. Got shoved into the locker. And that was a quick one. Alright, push check. Got the objective. How's this next minute 22 gonna play out? We're also going way too far in. Can't make anything happen. And they still don't have a pad to stand on. Yep, just push him right out of there. Oh, yep. Just one of those days. They've got to get this Blastoise off the board or have it for themselves for the next game. It's putting in way too much work. Clock's winding down. 20 seconds left. $13 to $805. Bruh. MVP, the Blastoise. Nature is healing. 4 kills and 15 assists. That's a lot of damage. Mean Team's able to get a couple more picks this time, but it's not enough. They got one more chance to recalculate some things. Firstly, they should just ban Blastoise outright. Get rid of him. We'll be back in a quick moment. We're gonna get the learn the final pick order for this potential last game. Looks like they're ready. Same sides. This is going to be Bush checks on a team unless they do something big. And the Blastoise Man. Looks like Bush Tech is trying out something different. Going for Vaporeon. And there goes Miraidon back on the Beam team with Hoopa. This is new. We got a Latios on Team Bush Check. Looks like Beam Team took Age Slash. And will they go through with the Zacian? Well, Beam Team is Aeos energy hungry, so they got to be careful about that. They got Miraidon and Zacian. That could be, that's probably a Scizor, and that's a Gengar. Or it could be a double speedster with a Scyther. That's going to be the final pick on Beam Team. Yep, they're going through with the Mammoth. This is definitely an interesting setup. Bush Check is definitely less stun heavy this game. Let's see how they play around that. Let's see if Bush or Beam Team can keep up in levels. Very good. Going to be very important coming into this next game. Let's see who we got jungling this time. Beam Team's Aegislash. And Gengar's the other jungler. Will this be a Hex Gengar or a Dream Eater? Scyther was secure, but he's already so low. Starting off fierce, injecting for the kill. Berries aren't up yet. He has slightly mistimed it, I believe. And now his health's too low. And a soul for a soul. And down here at bottom, Amazon's got to back up where he's going to tackle out of here. Now he's going to eject. Get it out just in time. And they got him secure there. Like a top. Now looks like Gengar is already in position. So is the Aegislash. Who's gonna flinch first? Alright. Zacian going for the Scyther kill. Good stuff on him, but oh, he's in danger. Oh, nice stun. So he couldn't keep up with the infinite combo, but it's gonna cost him his life. He almost had that. Almost. Here at bottom lane. Bush check with the lead. 0-7. Everyone's resetting back to neutral. Jason has so much raw firepower. That side there's in danger. It's 8 o'clock. Reggie Drago is up and online. A Prawn's in danger. He's got to have to back up. He's why playing on so much pressure. He just gets to keep shooting. And he's got that barrier up. And down goes Mamoswine. He's not done yet. And then down goes Miraidon. Double kill. He decides to secure Reggie Drago, but costing him his own stock. Bush check showing why they're the stronger team right now. There's that Hex Sludge. Everyone's resetting. Beam team's got more farm available since their pad broke. Looks like Zacian's going for the rip. It's all his if he hurries up. Should be an easy secure for Zacian. Yep, there it is. Lost is in nature. There's the player up and Metal Claw. There's Sizzler, but it hasn't been great for him. Oh, we got a Gengar online. That's very dangerous for Beam Team. That should put a stop to the advances of Regieleki. Zacian's also level 9 with 38 points. There's Aegislash going with the ult on the Vaporeon, but he's just healing it off. Mewtwo Mega Evolved into Mega Mewtwo Y. There goes Mamoswine. Not enough. Bush Tech making a push for bottom pad. Will Beam T contest it? Well, that's all those points going in. There's the ult, and then there's the Zacian ult to counteract it. But it's on the shield of Vaporeon. He's still alive. Got the money water to give his team some distance. And he made the sacrifice play. 15-184, Bush check. Yeah, this Mamoswine needs to evolve right now. He's still on pace to get level 9 very soon. He's going to need this farm. Coming in with the Earthquake. Doesn't get the secure, though. So by putting on a whole bunch of pressure and damage. He's targeting with Future Sight. Then he's getting extra bonus damage on the target. And then he explodes. Good setup. Alright, Hoopa ulted. We got a Hoopa ult at the around a 5-minute mark. Just in time. It was laying down a lot of pressure. Can we have some follow-up ults? Alright, I'm putting on some pressure. Unable to get any picks yet. There goes Gengar. That's a big pick. He's the level leader. And, oh, Mamoswine just died. Maybe it's for the best. He's got to get some farm now. Fight there with a secure. Aegislash's going in. No one to contest him. Alright, some life is being pumped into Beam Team. These are good picks. Oh, there goes that kill. Seems to be a bit of a stalemate right now. Oh, looks like they're still trying to light pressure bottom team, but that charge beam's going to keep him in check. After getting a Regirock all by himself at the bottom here. Gengar's waiting patiently for another Hex combo. Now they're getting chased away. Alright, no farms up. Teams are just going to be repositioning. Scyther showed vision. Center pretty early for the Regidrago. Will there be a secure? Yeah, Me2Y secured it. B team's just gonna have to let that one go. An Earthquake in, that's interesting. Me2Y building meter for its Mega Gauge. And they got Ice Fan. Latias should be done here. That's Latias, so they don't get a lot of XP back for that. You know, top Scyther is getting a lot of farm secured. Nation only has 12 points. Endgame's approaching. You're gonna need some points, son. There's a lot of farm up for a Beam team. This is a bit dangerous. They're a bit under-leveled here on Beam team. Not too much. Still work with this. Honestly, they should just let that go. Only a 6 overcap. Oh, yeah, 6 overcap. Oh, they're going for the rip. Wait, no, it's bait. It's to get him to come in. Ammo's all by itself here. They're probably going with the ult, but because he ulted, that's extra damage for Zacian. Zacian's using ult to get in, but like it's taking a lot of bonus damage. There goes Gengar. And then goes Scyther. And there goes Miraidon, Aegislash, and oh, that's everybody. There's only Zacian left. This team doesn't rip. This team's gonna have to wait patiently for the next team fight. But there's gonna be a Miraidon ult waiting for them. About a minute left. Beam team's gonna have to do another refight. It has to be a clean and decisive win and fast. Scyther waiting in the back from the top here. Coming in from the back. Aegislash making a play, but the Muddy Water stopped all of that. There goes a point, and then goes Gengar. Oh no, it's just... oh no. Oh, he doesn't have ult. He can't get that. I don't even have to rip it anymore. But they're gonna. Me2Y on Zacian, and yep. That's all she wrote, folks. Not enough time to rally. Looks like Bush Check wins this game 3-0. What's the set? 3-0. Strong showing. I do gotta give it the chart Beam team. They did make a stronger showing in this last game. Bush Check just had a point lead to sit on. Check out these points. 51 to 337. Not a high scoring game, but enough. MVPs the Me2Y with 16 KO. Uncontested. $86K damage. He was pressing. He had that A button taped. Good stuff by Bush Check. Let's see if we can get an interview going. If not, that is what it is.
Howdy.
Hey. You just played on the Bush Tech team, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, good stuff. Hey, your team could come in here and then be part of the interview.
Yeah, we were telling them, and then hold on, I can message them all.
I tried to join, but it looks like the lobby's locked.
They're cowards. That's all it is. But yeah, nothing too crazy. I think our last comp was like pretty bad comparatively.
Yeah, it was very low. It was less frontline heavy, so it was harder to control space. I noticed.
Yeah, like I said directly after, I was like, yeah, we lack peel for the sword, like at all, almost. The VAP is the only thing.
Very strong first two games, especially with that Blastoise leading the way. Can you tell me more about that?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, the first comp, I think, yeah, Blast was able to get online fast. What did they have top?
Let me check.
Because I think Demo, like, we won top, and then Demo was just able to farm for, like, a crazy amount of
They
time.
had Mewtwo X.
Oh, yeah.
I think Blastoise is incredibly good into Mewtwo X with Surf, at least.
It's also just broken right now. But yeah, I mean, like, we had some early farm stuff that we didn't like, but we kind of just weren't coordinating to it, like, the best of our ability on, like, on the bursts. And
I will say you guys had the level lead like the entire time, like handily.
yeah. What
made fights a lot easier.
Yeah, does anybody remember the first game, how gank went?
We won bot.
Okay.
It was just a mistake that I didn't walk into the jungle. I didn't think about it.
Yeah, like we were calling to invade at one point, I think. And we got there late, and then Skelly died, so it gave him a little bit of comeback. But yeah, overall the first game was really clean.
Yeah, I definitely saw it. Same with game 2. Very highlight. Game 3 was a little shaky, and that was, like you said, due to like the team composition. Like I said, there's not enough peel.
Yeah.
But yeah, strong showing either way.
Gotta shout out Purplefish. Go to jungler.
Hey, what the? No.
But yeah, is there anything else we want to add?
Ban Blastoise.
True.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah,
that character's a problem. Either take it or ban it.
Yeah, true. How do you feel about the meta right now?
The meta. The defenders are definitely more prominent, with like Vaporeon being like the most incredible thing ever. Blastoise is back up there, even though he's always strong.
Umbreon's bugged and is super broken.
That.
What's the bug with it?
it gets more when you ult, like more shields.
Oy, oy, oy.
Yeah, alright. But yeah, like I think we like collectively don't like the megas and how they were implemented.
I think everyone's tired of megas at this point.
It's EXs all over again.
Not so much because like I think EXs personally were more like oppressive, and like Buswell just like can beat any mega in the universe because he's Buswell.
I mean, it's like it's a release by release basis. I think Gyarados and the way that it's like auto is made just shouldn't be that way.
Yeah, agreed.
And then obviously Charwai is broken, but that's a release mode. Overall, I feel like my biggest complaint with it is it makes the original Pokemon lack identity. Like I mean, you have E-Speed Luca, but kind of other than that, it's like why would I play regular Gyarados when Mega Gyarados is right there?
Very true. Well, looks like that's all the time we have. I just want to congratulate you guys on a strong showing. And the VOD will be up on my channel. I just got to make it published.
Cool.
And I'll just look up. I'll post the link in the chat we were talking in, so you guys can see it.
All right,
Thank you.
Red. Thank you.
No problem.
Appreciate you guys.
I'll be around.
Thank you.
Good night.
Well, boys and girls, that's all she wrote. I got some videos to edit and some VODs to make publish. Stay tuned tomorrow for our other game that I will be casting. It will be D4 Gaming versus Dark Lords. That's going to be exciting. Should be at 9 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to double check. Yep, 9 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Yeah? Stay hydrated. See you, boys and girls.